Welcome back to Drive Royale, your destination for everything on wheels, from timeless classics to the most futuristic machines reshaping the roads. If you love cars that blend nostalgia with innovation, you're in for a treat today. Because what we're looking at is something truly special, the rebirth of an icon, the 2026 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. Yes, you heard that right. Volkswagen has officially brought back one of its most beautiful cars ever made, the Karmann Ghia, for a brand new era. This is not just a remake, it's a reinvention of a legend that first turned heads in the 1950s and now returns to redefine elegance in the age of electrification. Let's start with a little history. The original Karmann Ghia, introduced in 1955, was a collaboration between Volkswagen, the German coach builder Karmann, and the Italian design firm Ghia. It was a car that perfectly married German engineering and Italian artistry, a sports coupe with curves that could make anyone fall in love. Now, after nearly 7 decades, the 2026 Karmann Ghia revives that spirit, but with a thoroughly modern twist. At first glance, the new Karmann Ghia looks like a work of art on wheels. The exterior design pays homage to the classic model, with flowing lines and that unmistakable low-slung stance. But instead of just copying the past, Volkswagen has evolved it. The 2026 version features sculpted LED headlights that echo the original's rounded shape, a smooth aerodynamic body that blends vintage curves with futuristic sharpness, and flush door handles that pop out with a touch. The front fascia is clean with a subtle illuminated VW badge and a grille-less design, because yes, this Karmann Ghia is fully electric. The design team clearly wanted to capture the car's soulful character while bringing it into the EV age. The two-door coupe profile remains intact, but everything feels more purposeful and sleek. Even the rear end, with its thin light bar stretching across the width, feels like a nod to both heritage and progress. Step inside, and it's a feast for both nostalgia and technology lovers. The cabin has that minimalist Volkswagen vibe, but layered with premium touches and retro charm. There's a two-tone interior inspired by the original 1960s Ghias, with a mix of sustainable leather, recycled fabrics, and polished aluminum. The dashboard is beautifully curved, housing a floating digital display that feels both futuristic and familiar. Volkswagen's new infotainment system takes center stage, with a 15-inch touchscreen offering seamless connectivity, voice control, and even gesture recognition. Behind the steering wheel, a digital instrument cluster gives you full customization, from classic analog-inspired gauges to futuristic 3D visualizations. And yes, there's ambient lighting that gently shifts color based on driving mode, eco, comfort, or sport. Now let's talk power. The 2026 Karmann Ghia sits on Volkswagen's advanced Maybe Plus electric platform, the same foundation behind some of VW most advanced EV. It's available in 2 configurations, a single-motor, rear-wheel drive model, and a dual-motor, all-wheel drive version. The base model offers around 280 horsepower, while the top-tier performance version pushes close to 400 horsepower. Acceleration? Expect 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 4.5 seconds for the odd variant. The power delivery is instant, smooth, and silent, something the original Karmann Ghia could only dream of. The battery pack offers a range of up to 320 miles on a single charge, thanks to Volkswagen's latest efficiency upgrades and fast charging capability that takes it from 10 to 80% in about 20 minutes. Driving dynamics have been fine-tuned for balance and grace. This isn't a car built purely for speed. It's about the joy of driving, about connection. Lightweight materials like aluminum and carbon-reinforced panels help keep the center of gravity low, giving it that planted yet nimble feel on corners. It's as if Volkswagen wanted every drive to remind you why the Karmann Ghia became such an emotional favorite decades ago. But it's not just about style and performance. The 2026 Karmann Ghia is also packed with advanced safety and driver assistance systems. You get adaptive cruise control, lane centering, collision avoidance, and even Volkswagen's Level 3 autonomous mode, allowing semi-autonomous driving in certain conditions. It's elegant, intelligent, and safe. One of the coolest features is something Volkswagen calls, Heritage Mode. When activated, the digital displays transform into a retro theme mimicking the look of the original gauges and dials from the 1950s Ghia. Even the sound system can simulate a vintage engine hum through the speakers for that old-school driving sensation. It's a fun, emotional touch that connects the past with the future. Price-wise, Volkswagen is positioning the new Karmann Ghia as a premium lifestyle coupe. The base trim is expected to start around $58,000, while the fully loaded dual-motor GT version may touch $72,000. That places it among rivals like the Porsche 718 Cayman EV and the Tesla Model 3 Performance, but with a distinct focus on artistry and nostalgia. Volkswagen has also announced a limited launch edition, featuring exclusive paint colors inspired by the 1960s palette, like coral red, glacier blue, and pearl white. Each of these will include a numbered plaque and handcrafted interior details made by Karmann's original coach-building team in Osnabrück, Germany. The 2026 Karmann Ghia isn't just a car. It's a statement. It's about honoring history while embracing the future. Kreidby. In a market filled with aggressive tech-heavy EV, Volkswagen has managed to create something emotional, timeless, and beautifully human. It's the kind of car that makes you want to drive just for the sake of it. For car enthusiasts, this is the perfect example of how an automaker can respect its roots while pushing boundaries. The Karmann Ghia was always about elegance over aggression, about feeling rather than power. And this new version captures that spirit perfectly. It's a love letter on four wheels, reborn for a new generation. So what do you think? Has Volkswagen nailed the balance between nostalgia and innovation with the 2026 Karmann Ghia? Voo! Would you take this electric coupe over something like a Tesla or a Porsche Taycan? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Drive Royale, and tap the bell icon so you never miss our latest reviews and car spotlights. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep driving with passion and style.